Denuhent Farms and Partners to ITF and NECA has graduated a third batch of trainees under the Technical Skills Development Project of the ITF-NECA collaboration. The ceremony, which held at Denuhent Farm, Berindaya in Makadi, was graced by the graduates and families, officials of ITF, some dignitaries and esteemed members of the public. The report.
Denuhent Farms and Partners to ITF and NECA has graduated a third batch of trainees under the Technical Skills Development Project (TSDP) of the ITF-NECA collaboration. The ceremony, which held at Denuhent Farms, Benue in Makudi, was graced by the graduates and their families, officials of ITF, some dignitaries and esteemed members of the public. The graduates were trained in poultry, fishery, and piggery. The chairman of the occasion, Hassan Kaba, said the degree certificate no longer puts 3 square meals on the table.
These days, the university is a beautiful certificate, but it doesn't guarantee 3 square meals in a day. As parents, we know how many people we trained in the university who are still dependent, who are still depending on parents. And the skills you get make you self-reliant, independent, sustaining. So I'm happy that our sister and colleague is involved in this kind of training. She has put our facility available to the other partners.
The chairlady of the occasion, Lady Helen Atom, appreciates the MD of Denuhent Farm Center for the inspiration, saying the world needs molders. The managing director and chief executive, Chief Mrs. Judith Hinyam, in her speech said, by supporting participating organizations like Denuhent Farm Center in training unemployed youth, she appealed on government to support trainings and collaborations to raise starter packs for the trainees. In her response, the area manager of ITF, who also represented NECA, encouraged Benue youth to pick interest in agri-related skills since the state is an agrarian state. Other features of the event include presentation of awards and certificates and exhibitions. The managing director and chief executive officer of the farm bared her mind on her inspiration as some graduates, trainers, and guests shared their experiences.
When there are people who are about to retire, they can come here for a course, 3 months or so, depending on how it is. We will tailor the program to suit them. So they can come get trained so that when they go out there, they will be able to practice the way I am doing. That's another way. Again, for funds, there are many areas of support. One, if funds are extended to us and we're helping our trainees with transportation, we remove one major obstacle, because some don't come forward because they don't have that money that they can use for their daily transportation. So that's another area. Then another one would be for maybe government at the state level or local government level, to come in and support us to organize the training. When we are before we train, it is ITF and Nigeria Employers Consultative Association (NECA) that render a form of grant to us, some support, and then we're able to train these people. That goes into getting people to facilitate, resource persons. We pay them, they can't be coming on their own that way. Then the other materials too. So if government deems it fit to come into partnership with us the way NECA and ITF are doing, then there will be sustainability.
I have already started with fishery. We've always been advised to start small. So I actually started with 20 fish. And the experience is wonderful so far. I'm experiencing it firsthand, seeing where I'm doing good and where I'm not doing good. so that when I enlarge the skill, I'll have better results.
I am seeing a rebranded society because we are just going to school now. Let me put it that way, for just for the sake of gaining knowledge. But if truly you are focused that you want to study to have a white collar job, it's a problem. So by this way, we are trying to take people out of the street. No matter the degrees you have, you heard the vet doctor said he was one of the sets. No matter the type of degree you have, you come here and you'll be useful to yourself. And as you are useful to yourself, you are useful to the environment you are staying. You are useful to the neighborhood, you are useful to the state and the nation at large. So I see a very great future if this kind of program is sustained.
Way back, we were trained in this country to be lazy because we got everything, and so we were not creative. But the time has come for creativity because there are too few jobs, government jobs, competing for so many. In 1 year, you will have almost 1 million people graduating, and then there are less than 10,000 jobs in the government that are available. So we can't put the burden on government again. We need to rely on ourselves. And so my advice is that they should take the training very seriously. And as they have graduated now, for the graduates, they should go into the field and start small, little beginnings. They will become very great people if they have commitment, and then not just commitment, but they should also operate with trust. If they're employed, they should be trustworthy. If they start their own little businesses, they shouldn't try to, maybe if they have a partnership with another person, they shouldn't try to cheat the person and like that. And they'll discover that with honesty, they'll grow to an extent that they'll become big businesses. And so for me, I think this is the way to go. And I think that I want to encourage other people to join in what Mom is doing.
Teombo Tsebo, Catholic Television of Nigeria, Makurdi Center.